Say hi, Cole.
Hello.
Hey, okay, we're all sitting around enjoying Thanksgiving dinner. This is our adopted grandson, temporary adopted grandson. And then we got Cowboys fixing to play, and then of course the ladies, they don't want to be bothered. They're in there talking about, so we won't listen to them. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Well, it's almost over. I mean, this guy here, right here, was the chief bottle washer of the day. But this morning, I was helping Marie with all the cooking. I normally didn't want to talk about myself on this same thing about Eddie, but you know, Eddie was on his good behavior today. He only bothered us for breakfast and then lunch, and then dinner's coming up, so he's been pretty quiet. Last night late, before we finally turned in, he was really out of control. We had to give him some, I think it's called anxiety messing, I'm not real sure, but he was having a hard time coping with, you know, which I guess anybody would, being stuck in that room in bed for several days. But he was hurting all over yesterday, so he was wanting to get up and walk around and see if he couldn't get his legs to working again, because he is having a hard time walking. But today, this afternoon, he was wandering around without his what you call that thing, a walker. So that's a good thing, because that means he's starting to get some strength in his legs. He's been complaining about his legs still swollen, but they've gone down quite a bit. We had, of course, you know, turkey dinner and all the, well, most of the sides. But anyway, we gave Eddie that, and he really liked that. So, but I'm sure he'll get on his what do you call? We'll probably have to give him an anxiety pill, because he's been so quiet all day long that I got a feeling he's going to blow up here in a little while. But that's okay. We've put up with it. I will say this, for Maria and I both, it is getting easier, because when we first got him here, with all the problems we had, him falling and him not wanting to eat, and then him wanting to eat, and then wanting to drink this and wanting to drink that, and wanting to take this and wanting to take that, you know, it was tough. But now we've got it narrowed down with the nurses that come by and give us a hand. So anyway, like I say, it is getting easier. We'll find out Monday if he'll have to go back to the hospital to drain some fluid out of him. But the water pills seem to be helping. I mean, he's spending a lot more time, how do you say, relieving himself, trying to get that water out of his system. So, all right. Now, a little bit that went on last night it was after we gave him the anxiety pill. I mean, last night, as you well know, yesterday evening, I got no sleep at all. You know, I think I got like 2 hours. I don't want to say I didn't get any. I got 2 hours worth of sleep, maybe 3 at the most. But my neighbor, he had given me a couple of days prior to that day yesterday some pills called Delta pills. And so I just took them and I just set them on the counter there in the kitchen and didn't think anything else about it. But last night we did give him one. And boy, yeah, he liked it all right. Anyway, so, you know, Maria and I were fixing to sit down, and, you know, it was about, I don't know, maybe close to 10 o'clock. We decided to sit down and watch a little TV. So I was in the kitchen And I asked, you know, how she was feeling. Said she was tired. I said, well, I know I am. I'm probably going to fall asleep early since we ate. Anyway, there was a couple of pills left that our neighbor gave us. So I told Maria, have you ever had one of these? She said, no. And I said, well, I haven't either. Let's try them. One thing I learned about taking something you're not familiar with, don't do it on a day that's coming up that's very important. Okay, well, it all started by putting the turkey in the oven, cooking it 250 degrees all night long. I think it stays in there about 6 hours. So anyway, put it in, and then I got that one pill, cut it a third, which I gave to Marie, and then 2/3 me, because I knew I needed it more than she did. So gave it to her. I took mine. I didn't feel anything. Plus, I went in there and I know I fell asleep because when I woke up, the TV was off. So went back to sleep. Well, by golly, 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up with this. How do you say? I was kind of in a freezing mode. I couldn't get enough covers on me. And then I started to get up, and I noticed, oh man, why is the room spinning? And so I couldn't even get out of the recliner. And so I laid back down in the recliner, and then I thought, well, let's try it one more time. Well, I got up, and I fell over. If it wasn't for the couch there, I'd really be in trouble. But as I was wandering my way into the back to get me another blanket, I didn't know where I was. I mean, I am not kidding you. I was totally lost. Forgot all about the turkey. So, anyway, you got my blankets, got covered back up, and I was fixing to fall back asleep when all of a sudden it hit me. I couldn't remember if it was supposed to be 250 degrees or 200 degrees. And so I panicked. Well, got up again, staggered into the kitchen, turned it down to 200. Why I did that, I'll never know. So anyway, went back there, fell back to sleep. 6 o'clock rolled around. I forgot about the turkey. So I opened it up, took the lid off. The poor bird was definitely ready, but it was a little bit overdone because it kind of sat in that oven a little more than 6 hours. Well, turned out great. I mean, there was a few rough spots, but the white meat, dark meat, everything turned out great. So we had a good time, but I've learned one thing about those pills. You don't want to take one when you've got a day coming up that's very important. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.